Alright guys, so we are hard at work writing our next pick path, and we've kind of hit a little snag. As we've been writing this, we realized that one of our locations doesn't have a name. Now, we're going to give you a little bit of a rundown on what's happened in our story. Basically, you wake up, you're Rapunzel, and you have to navigate through this world where you find out that 4 queens, Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, and Beauty, there we go, have risen to power, and through various means have taken power and are now evil queens destroying this world. There's also a rebellion going on, a whole bunch of characters running in and out, but the thing about this land is that it used to have like 15 kingdoms or something like that. There's a whole bunch. Now there are only 4. There's a giant forest in the middle. And what has happened is there used to be fairies in this land. They're not there anymore. Their castle was a floating castle, and it circles the land once a month. It makes a full circle. And it used to be this big, beautiful castle. It's now in ruins, and it is now also a high-security prison.
So what we want to know from you is if you were to name a fairy tale prison, what would you name it? Because it has to have a name. Like, we just keep referring to it as the prison, but it needs something catchy.
It could be the name that it had when the fairies used to rule it, or it could be something that's just like the new slang term for the prison, but we need something good.
Now, other facts about this prison, to give you more ideas, is magic in this world is powered by starlight. So one of the things that the prisoners do is they harvest starlight.
It's a very dangerous job. Starlight in its concentrated form, poisonous. Not a good thing to roll around in. It's run by Rumpelstiltskin. Just so you know.
He's up there because they did not want him down there.
This is the place where they put everybody they do not want, or who's just going to cause so much trouble, or is like a political prisoner in their takeover. It's just a mess of people who are there for the right reasons and the wrong reasons.
Big names include the Big Bad Wolf.
Rose Red, who is the sister of Snow White in a different Snow White tale than Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Basically all of the evil queens from every other story, like all of the stepmothers. My personal favorite is...
Sooty?
No, the queens.
Ethel.
Ethel's my favorite. I won't explain why. You'll have to find that out when you get to her. There's also Sooty, who is another one of our favorite characters, who's like the accountant. So it's a fun place, but not really.
You don't want to live there. There are also prison gangs.
Yes. Okay, so there are 3 prison gangs. You have the witches, the fairies, and the wolves. And each has their distinct prison tattoos.
God help me if I remember what they are right now. But the wolves have like jaws and teeth, I think, on the one side.
The fairies have kind of like roots and spider webs, and the witches they dye their fingertips
black.
So it's a very fun, interesting place. We put a lot of thought into it, and we kind of hate that it doesn't have like a name because it deserves it.
So, if you guys can think of something awesome, please let us know. We'll definitely announce it in the next prison blog and give you a little shout out. So, we will see you next week, and thank you guys for watching. Bye guys!
You are Lancelot. You are strong. You are brave. But most of all, you're devilishly handsome.